Okay, cool. So yeah, this is the other half of the brisket that we got from Costco a couple days ago. What we usually do is we'll pick up a full pack of brisket, 15 to 17 pounds. I think this one was like 17 and a half pounds. It went for like $4.99, and this is a premium grade. It's a pretty good deal. So what I'll usually do is, since I work on an electric smoker, it's tall, it doesn't fit the whole thing. I would literally just open it up, cut it not directly in half, but pretty much I'll just eyeball where I think the flat is uniform, length all the way across, and then I will cut it there. So it's easier to maintain an internal temperature, obviously, whenever the meat is the same thickness all the way across. So that's what I'll do. This is the leftover point. We already smoked and ate the flat. And I do very minimal trimming when I do these. Let me actually take this off too. Yes, I don't do a lot of trimming in general because it just tastes delicious, and you can just pretty much get rid of the fat if you don't want it, you know? There's still enough bark on them, in my experience. I just don't like to waste a lot of time trimming. I'll take off the big chunks, you know, like the decal, obviously. And we're just using some hot deli mustard here as the binder. I think that seems to be the practice for most people. I've seen mayonnaise used. I've seen water used. I've seen nothing used, but some form of mustard seems to kind of be everybody's preference. And honestly, I don't even think it affects the taste. Mustard in general, the acid in it helps break down the meat, but with brisket, you're going to be cooking it, or smoking it rather, until it's probe tender anyway. So the mustard really just cooks off. It's just help the salt and pepper stick. So yeah, it's just whatever we have. This is some acid league. I don't know. Anyway, brisket is super simple. It just requires some coarse grade kosher salt. That's what I use. And like I said, yeah, when separating this, I don't get too fancy with having to open it up and then determine where the point terminates, or the flat terminates rather, into the point. I just cut it like straight down the middle. Don't waste my time. And it comes out just great. We're not here for a barbecue competition or anything, you know? Just trying to season some brisket. So I'll do salt first on one side and then pepper, so I don't have to keep flipping it around, rather than do like salt all at once and then pepper. Okay. Very liberal with the salt or pepper. I'm from Texas, so you know we really like to go heavy on the pepper. It will help your bark formation as well. Coarse black pepper. And coarse salt. Okay. Seems like super awkward. Yeah, so this is not ideal, but just make it work. Really don't skimp. I'm probably gonna need to get a little bit more pepper. We'll just edit that part out. Alright, so just, like I said, honestly be liberal with the salt and the pepper. Brisket's a large piece of meat, so it can handle quite a bit of salt. And it's just gonna cook off anyway for the most part and help develop that nice bark that everyone's after. So my points, I actually don't wrap. It's just naked straight through. The flats, It kind of just depends. Sometimes I'll wrap it, butcher paper. Sometimes I'll foil boat it. What I don't do though ever is I never fully wrap it in foil until it's finished, and I bring the temperature down. So we'll run it usually to 203 to 210. Every brisket's different. It's kind of just like when it's ready, you know? Just monitor your water pan so it doesn't dry out, and then just keep checking it once the temps get close. Probe tender is really the only way to go though. I do monitor the temperatures just so I can know kind of like when I need to be out there. But like I said, the probe is your guide when it comes to brisket, in my opinion. Okay. And that is about it. She's looking good. So now that's seasoned, salt and pepper, I will take it down to the fridge. We keep it in the fridge in the basement overnight. A lot of people swear by just like however long it takes your smoker to come to temperature, that's enough time for it to sit on the counter. But this is what works for us. I'll usually do it. So if I do it like say 7 p.m. the night before, then it will be ready to go on at like 6 or 7 a.m. And then, you know, you smoke it through the day and you'll have it ready for dinner. Anyway, and I'll see y'all tomorrow when we start smoking. Okay. That was pretty awful, but it was my first one.